If you want to build a full body muscle for a strong life, you are in the right place because today that is what we are all about. We have got full range exercises plus isometric holds for an awesome 30 minutes. So let's go ahead and get into structure so we can get down to business. The structure today, very simple. We have 2 total rounds. In each round, we are going to complete 8 exercises of full range and iso. For the full range exercises, they're going to be 4 exercises repeated 2 times through. And then for the iso, it's going to be the same 4 exercises in both rounds 1 and 2. For full range, we're going to be working 45 seconds. We'll rest 15, get into that isometric hold for 30 seconds, then rest again for 15 seconds before moving on to repeat that same style structure. The equipment you need today will be moderately heavy weights. Remember, that is always relative to you, the exercises that we are doing. We want to keep that weight heavy and pretty challenging, but just keep in mind that we're going to have those isometric holds in between. So for myself personally, for my heavy weight that I would usually use, I'm going to drop it about 5 to 10 pounds, kind of just depending on the body part that we are working. So again, pick it as you go. We get 2 times through each exercise, so you can kind of adjust as you need. And with that, let's go ahead and get into our warm-up. We're gonna start with arms out long, and then we're gonna take heels to bum. So we're gonna pull those arms back, squeezing shoulder blades around spine as you march it out, bringing those heels up towards your bum. So wrap those shoulder blades around the spine, keeping that chest up, and marching it out, heels to bum, feeling that nice stretch through the legs. Next, we're gonna do an arms up, high knee pull in 3, 2, and 1. So from here, arms come up nice and high, and we're gonna pull the knee, marching it in and out here. Exhale as you bring those hands to meet the knee, and keeping the core nice and engaged because we are hitting upper body, lower body, and core, so we're trying to warm up through it all. We've got 2 more exercises. The last one, we're gonna use dumbbells, last 2 and 1. Now going into good morning and reach. Nice solid stance here, soft knees, keep the weight in the heels, reach it forward, spine nice and long. As you come up, squeeze through those hams and glutes, and then back. So taking a second to really feel that stretch through the upper body, feeling a nice stretch through the lower body. Up, exhale. 2 more, and then we're gonna grab our lighter weights. Let's do last one here. Good. Next exercise with our dumbbells, we're gonna do a squat to overhead press. I'm gonna use 15 pounds. Again, nothing crazy heavy here, just getting things warm, and this is gonna lead into our very first exercise quite nicely. So here we go, squat it down and press it up. Taking your time here, drop it low, press, exhale. Let's go ahead, last one. Nice and low, then squeeze, exhale, and we're on to it. So we're gonna get into our first exercise, which is going to be a squat to alternating press. So grab something moderately heavy. If you wanna start your watch, I'm using the functional strength training option today. And we are getting down to business. Whew. So with this squat, we're gonna take it down into the squat, really work on pressing up through that alternating shoulder. Shoulders rolled back, weight stays in the heels. Keep your hips tucked under to keep that core engaged. We go in 3, here's 2, and 1. So squat it down, and just 1 press up. Good, squat it back down. Other side press. Head up, chest up, press. Whew. Good, over halfway. Then we're gonna go into our isometric hold exercise, which is gonna be a wall sit. So you can start peeking around for a spot on the wall. Now, if you don't want to do a wall sit, you can just do a low hold squat. Last one. Good, no weight, finding your space. We had this brought up. Someone said, I just painted my walls. I don't wanna mess them up. So feel free to do a squat, just a nice low hold squat. Here we go. 30 seconds on. I got into that early. I'm not sure what I was thinking, but we do have 15 seconds in between. I'm gonna remember that next time because my legs are already burning. Whew. Keep that chest up against the wall. Try not to use your hands to support yourself. We're gonna get 15 seconds to rest, then we're gonna go on to our next exercise. So I'm telling you this now because 15 seconds you can see is just gonna go boop. Last 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up, 15 seconds. Next exercise, bent over row. So still trying to keep it pretty heavy. Rolling those shoulders back, hinging it down. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Row it up. Squeeze, hold it for a second, then control it down. Spine nice and long. Stick that chest out in between your hands as you come up to keep that spine. Good posture right there, spine long. Squeeze, exhale. Almost there. We're gonna go into a forearm plank next, so we'll have 15 seconds. Last 3, 2, 1. Whew, okay, bringing it down. Forearm plank, now you can do it on your knees or your toes. All right, getting into position. We go in 3, 2, now holding for 30. Now some tips here. Think about driving your heels to the wall behind you if you're on your toes. Think about pushing your head forward. You want to really elongate through your entire body, squeezing the legs, squeezing the glutes, belly button in towards your spine, and just try to breathe. Keep that belly button squeezed. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Whew, 15 seconds. We're gonna keep it on the ground. We're going into a narrow 5 pulse glute bridge. So you can use 1 or 2 dumbbells. I'm gonna put 1 on each hip here. We're gonna pulse it up for 5 and back down. Bring those legs in. Don't let them come apart. And here we go. So press it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. Squeeze those thighs together. Squeeze your knees together. Up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back down. Up and squeeze, pulse at 5. Good, pulse, up. Counting your own 5 here. Don't lose that touch in between your legs. Keep them squeezed together like they are pinned, glued together, shall we say. All right, last 5. 4, here's 3, 2, 1. Nice job, 15 seconds. We are going into a low push-up hold. So we're gonna have that more tricep push-up where the arms are gonna be together and we're gonna hold it halfway, knees or toes, and here we go. So hold it low for 30. Body nice and long here. You're just hovering above the ground. Your arms are shaking, everything is shaking. Squeeze the legs, squeeze the glutes. Oh my. Almost there, keep holding it. Last 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay, 15 seconds. We're going into an arms up march with a double pulse. Now you do not have to use weights, but if you want to use weights, we're gonna hold them up overhead for that 45 seconds and we're gonna march it out. So arms up. And here we go. So double pulse, knee, knee, and switch. Pulse it, knee, knee. Good. So this one, amazing for your core. So good at working those deep core muscles. That's what's really gonna tighten up through that midsection there. But then also so functional. I mean, how many times do we lift something up over our head? Pretty often. And if you start to pay attention to what you're doing in everyday life, whether you're working around the house, picking up the kids, whatever it might be, you are gonna see that this type of training is so beneficial that it is going to make everything in life easier. Almost there. Last 2 pulses. And you got it. Bring it back to the mat for a hollow hold. Now you can do this with your legs down. You can do it with your legs up. Either way. We're gonna get ready to hold it, getting those shoulder blades up off of the mat. 30 seconds in 3, 2, and a 1. Hold it. Just try to breathe through it. Oh my. Now the first round might seem pretty, but I'm telling you what, when we start getting through rounds 2 and 3, hello, Olive. Okay, she's adding some extra weight. This is functional all in all right now. Last 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay, 15 seconds. We start over, squat to alternating press. We're going back to the beginning of that round 1. So keeping that moderately heavy weight, challenge yourself with this. This will be the last time for this one. And here we go, squat to alternating press. Nice and low, press it up. Now, I don't know about you, but I can already feel my abs are really warm. Because really every exercise that we're doing today has some core focus to it. Almost there. Last 3, 2, 1. Going into that wall sit, or you're just doing that squat hold. I am not going to get into it early this time. But 5 seconds, so start to walk it down, legs at 90. Nice and low, chest up. And here we go. 30 on. I have walked myself into a cobweb. Hello. That's always fun. That is always the freakiest thing to me when I walk through a cobweb. I'm like, don't panic, don't scream, it's fine. But I feel it now, trying to keep my calm. Okay, next exercise, 15 seconds. We'll go right into that bent over row in 3, 2, and 1. Whew. All right, grabbing that weight, bent over row. We just keep moving on this one because 15 seconds, you see, it goes by quick. Hinge it over, back flat, core tight, and here it is, 45 on. Squeeze it and down. Make sure you're getting through that full range of motion, so let those arms hang and then squeeze all the way up. Wrapping those shoulder blades around, keeping those elbows in nice and close, so don't let your arms flare out. They're squeezing into your body and down. Neck is neutral. Oh, wow. Over halfway, that's a good thing. Here we go, last 3. Squeeze it, 2 and a 1. Our ISO move is that forearm plank, knees or toes, whichever you want to do. Bring it down. All right, we're getting ready to go. In 3, here's 2, 30 seconds on. Nice and strong here, squeezing that belly button in. Hips are not too high, they're not sagging down. We're up, nice and strong. Whew. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears as well. You don't want to be crunched up, so relax it down. We're almost there. Here's 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, next exercise, we're keeping it down. We've got that glute bridge, the narrow glute bridge with 5 pulse. So the big thing here is to pin those legs together. Don't let them come apart. Rolling it back, and here we go. So nice and close, pulse it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Press it back up, pulse it, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Drive it back up, 5. Really pushing through those heels, up, 5, 4, Squeeze, 2, 1. Woo, almost there. We got this. Ooh. All right, we're gonna have time for one more, so pulse it up. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you for the kisses right into the face, Olive. All right, now our ISO low push-up hold. Remember, you're gonna keep those arms nice and close, squeeze them around your body, knees or toes, you are just hovering above, and here we go. So bring it down nice and low. Whoo! Squeezing those arms. Oh my Lord. Oh, this is crazy. In the best way. Here's 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay, next, arms up with that double march. Getting those dumbbells, if you're using those, arms straight up overhead, relax the shoulders, pulse it on each side in 3, 2, and pulse. 1, 2, keep that core tight, hips tucked. Counting your own 2 as you pulse, pulse, high knee. So if you find your balance is really a challenge here, no dumbbells, you can even bring your arms down or out in front. But functional training does have to do with your balance and stability. So that's why we're working this today as well. Almost there. And then we've got that hollow hold. And that's it. Bringing it down. So remember, you can keep your feet down and just hold out, bringing that chest back. But either way, those shoulder blades need to be up off of the mat. We go in 3. Here's 2 and 1. And we hold it for 30. Relaxing those shoulders and just trying to breathe through this. I'm kind of mixing it up between legs down, feet. Whoa, okay, Olive, howdy. Thank you, lady. She is the drill sergeant trainer today. She's like, you need more weight. Okay, thank you, little pug. She looks so sweet and innocent, but we are going on to round number 2. For round number 2, we've got an alternating dead stop snatch, so just one moderately heavy weight. Getting ready, getting ready to go into it. We do get some extra rest here. We got 30 more seconds, and then we go into it. So remember with round 2, it's going to be that same structure. The only thing that's gonna be different will be our 4 full range exercises. Those are going to change. We're still gonna repeat them twice through, but the ISO stays the same. So getting ready, alternating dead stop snatch. Going in 3, here's 2 and 1. Nice and low, power up. And you can see a lot of our functional moves today are including several big muscle groups. All the way down, all the way up, nice and high, hold it. Keep that core engaged. Hair in my eye. Almost there, back to wall sit. Last 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. On to wall sit. You want your friend? There you go. Okay, 5 seconds, start to bring it down. Shoulders back up, and here we go, holding it. Heart rate is staying up on this one today too. Shorter rest, and really during that rest, it's just kind of getting into position for that next exercise. Okay, over halfway. Almost there. Okay, here's 3, 2, bring it up. Now, we've got alternating rear stepping lunge or your modification if lunges bother your knee, suitcase squat. Either way, we're gonna have that suitcase position, meaning these dumbbells hang right next to your side. And here we go, 45 on. Woo. There is some serious shake now after that wall sit from the 3rd time. Almost there. Keep that chest up, keep your core engaged. Try to keep moving so we're not resting in between reps. Last 3, 2, 1, forearm plank. Whew. Going into it. Knees or toes, remember you've got that option. Here we go in 3, 2, and plank it out. Now, how awesome is this? I know you're thinking, oh, it's burning, but I want you to hear this. I want you to hear what you are capable of. Now, by the time we get to the end of this workout, for all of these ISO exercises, you will have held them for 2 minutes. So think about that. 2-minute plank, 2-minute low push-up hold, 2-minute wall sit, 2-minute hollow hold. Now, that might be super tough to do all at one go, but we are still accomplishing it. Last 3, here's 2, and 1. Next exercise, we're going into that narrow push-up. And then we're gonna go into that ISO narrow push-up hold. So knees or toes for this one. Excuse me, little pug, here we go. Narrow push-up, arms close, drop it, push it. Now this is where we're really working to hit those muscles to that point of failure. Because remember, when we hit failure, that's where we grow. Olive, this is very unique, thank you. All the way down, drive those elbows back. Core is nice and tight, squeezing through the legs and the glutes. Last 3, 2, and 1. Okay, shake it out for a second because now we're going into that low, narrow push-up hold. 5 seconds out, getting back into position, knees or toes, and we're holding it. Okay, the shake is something fierce right now. I was anticipating this, but oh my. Now I am pushing back and then trying to go right back into it. I don't want to take myself out of it for too long, but this is what is allowing me to make it through. So do what you need to right here. Just challenge yourself. Last 3, 2, 1, and collapse. Okay. Last exercise here before we restart. We have got a sumo to hammer curl to pal off press. So we're gonna need 2 dumbbells. I'm gonna go with my 10s actually. 45 seconds, sumo position. We're gonna hold it low. So here we go. Sumo, hammer curl. Now press it out, pal off press, in and down, back up. Back down sumo. Curl it up to the top. Now press it out, pal off press, in, down. Oh, wow. Keep it low with that. Sumo, out nice and strong, in, down. Now your arms are coming straight out. Don't let those elbows flare out. Everything nice and close. We press out. We come in and down. Last round through. Curl, press, and down and up. Okay, hollow hold. Here we go. Bringing it down. One more time through after this one. You know the options now, and here we go. Relaxing those shoulders, breathing. Oh my. halfway. Three, two, one. Okay, alternating dead stop snatch. We're going right into it. All right, so now you know this is it. Last 4 full range, last 4 ISO in 3, 2, we got this, let's go. Down, power up. Now, as you come down, make sure that spine is staying long. You're not rounding and arching through. You're keeping that butt down, back flat, and then keeping everything nice and straight up towards the ceiling. That's the biggest thing. Something very functional is having good posture. And we have to train for that in our workouts. If we start to lose form and that good posture, that is going to train us in a way we don't want to go. Last 3, 2, 1. Wall sit. Find your wall, or remember you've got that low squat. Hold 10 seconds. Enjoy this. That shoots the heart rate up. Wow. Bring it down. 30 seconds. So breathing here. How awesome is this though? So when we get the full range, this is where we are really working to build that muscle and definition. Then we've got this ISO where we're working that muscular endurance. We need both because we're only as strong as our weakest link. And so that's where this functional training comes into play. It is just superb when it comes to strengthening you for a strong life and your workouts in here. Last one, there it is. Oh, okay, alternating rear lunge or your suitcase squat. But either way, we're in that suitcase hand hold. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Suitcase squat 2, very good for your grip strength. That is very important in life, and it's something we don't think about, but it is very important to strengthen through those hands and wrists and the forearms, which this suitcase position does help with. We've done it before with farmer's carry. Usually we'll go heavier because obviously we're not doing lunges, but that's something that helps too, that you've seen in our functional workouts before. Forearm plank next, last 3, 2, 1. Man, the balance is just getting shakier and shakier. Okay, forearm plank, bringing it down, knees or toes. We're gonna go in 3, here's 2, and let's hold it, 30 seconds. Body long and strong, drive those heels to the wall behind you, head to the wall in front of you like you're trying to elongate through your entire body, keeping that spine long. Squeezing the belly button in towards the spine. Squeeze the legs, squeeze the glutes. All the things. We're getting close, almost there. Here's 3, 2, 1. I just belly smacked onto the ground. That's awesome. Okay, this is probably the toughest combo. The narrow push-up, then we go into that low push-up hold. So narrow push-up, here we go. Again, knees or toes. I got one on my toes. Gonna try to get another one by the end. That's one thing too, when you're working on push-ups, mix it up throughout. Try to get maybe one on your toes, then go to your knees for a few, then try to get back to your toes. That's gonna help you build that muscle slowly but surely. And that's what we're here for. Slowly but surely, we are making changes. You need to understand that this is not going to happen overnight. There is no quick fix, okay? As much as you might see that floating around the internet, let me just tell you right here, it's consistency that is going to get you there. Last 3, 2, 1. I got a towel off. I have got, eyes are burning too. Narrow push-up hold. So nice and low, hovering over that floor. And here we go. Squeeze those arms into your body. This should just fire up the triceps, the back of your arm. Whew. Okay, I am now laying on the ground. Oh, bring it up. My hold just keeps getting lower and lower, like working its way down as my arms shake. Yes, here it is. 3, 2, 1. Okay, our last full range, sumo to hammer curl and Palloff press. You know what? I'm gonna use one dumbbell and I'm gonna clasp my hands around it. So slow, we'll hold the sumo. Here we go. Squat it down, hold it, hammer curl up, then press it out, Palloff press in and down. Back up, now go again. Curl, press it. Palloff press is so good for your core. You're feeling a little bit in the shoulders too, but it really is an awesome core exercise. Functional core exercise to add to that. Oh, final iso after this. Last 3, 2, 1. Bring it to the mat. Final hold, our hollow hold. And then I'll talk challenge with you during this hold. So you can prep yourself. Like, okay, this is it, this is it. Here we go, 30 seconds and we hold. Okay, so the final challenge, today. Can I talk and hold? The final challenge today will be the thighs finisher. That's gonna hit the inner and outer thighs, 10 minutes. I have to stop talking. We got this, come on. Oh. Last 3, 2, 1. How awesome was that? That was so good. All right, we are burning all over. We got a little bit more love for the thighs. Those are very functional muscles, the thighs, the inner and outer thighs. So that's why we are pairing the thighs in this full body functional workout today. You are amazing. Like I said, we're gonna be consistent. Slowly but surely, we are making those changes. And I know that after these workouts, they are just that little oomph to get us going, to see what's possible, to know we can reach our goals, to not give up. So thank you that you press play today. It goes a long way. So I love you. Thank you for being here. And let's go for that challenge. Just a little bit more, a little bit stronger every day. I love you.